Duh, duh, duh. Hello! Welcome back to Good Academic Afternoon with your hosts,
Crystal,
Jeff,
Nikki,
Danny.
Woo! Okay, today we're watching Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Huh?
Oh yeah, our houses! Okay,
Yeah, I'm in Gryffindor.
So am I.
so am I.
I'm a Slytherin.
There we go. Okay.
So, you want to describe what a Gryffindor house people do?
Oh hell!
No.
No, it's not good to.
No, they need to
We're
know.
supposed to convince them.
Exactly.
Not
Like, you're like,
educate
oh my
their
god, I
children.
want to be part of Gryffindor.
Okay, hey, you guys have any anecdotes about Harry Potter?
Wow.
Okay, why do you guys like Harry Potter?
Well, most I kind of liked it because of the comedy in there. Also, there's a lot of plot twists and plot subversions. So it's one of my favorite things about movies or anything in general.
Personally, I really like Harry Potter because of how immersive the whole universe of Harry Potter gets, and you can really lose yourself in the story.
And I also really love the immersion of Harry Potter and how likable the characters are, how the characters are a mixture of likable and unlikable, and how even the protagonists have flaws just like normal people. It's nice.
I really like the plot and how common it is, but the author put in her own kind of like twists into it, so it's all originally hers. And throughout the entire stories of the series, the characters and the cast all have their own individual important roles, so that's pretty cool.
Okay, with that said, let's get started.
Appreciate it. Tell anyone. Oh, what's like that? Strangely, I'm not allowed to do magic. Oh, we've been on schedule.
Throughout the whole series, one of Hagrid's greatest characteristics is his loyalty. It comes up time and time again, and his loyalty is both a great strength and a great weakness.
Yeah, actually.
This is Crystal, and that's Kathleen. Her heart stopped. Her heart like slowed down when you started petting her.
Oh my god, she loves me.
That's crazy.
She knows my touch.
Yeah, it's like she was like rapid
Stop.
beating. Her heart was like rapid beating, and then as soon as you touched her, it calmed down.
You hurt Mikey's feelings because you told him to be quiet with the soda.
I was kidding. He's such a baby.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, and when I first saw the movie and this scene, I thought it was really, really cool. Because I was such a gigantic nerd when it comes to magic, and like I always thought the wands were like, oh my gosh, like the important parts of like being a wizard. So yeah, so like this was like my favorite scene growing up, and like I never get tired of it when I'm watching it. So when I went to Universal's and I was watching this show for Ollivanders, I got chosen and I got triggered. Like I was on the verge of like crying. I wonder how he knows which one to like pick.
He's an expert. He's done this for like hundreds of years.
I know, but like still. I just want to know his method.
Oh.
I think that's his method. Just checking if it breaks.
Sketch.
guys, the score in his music is actually not that bad.
It's
Did I say the
amazing.
score in his music? The score in his movie.
This movie's score.
John Williams just makes the best movie scores.
It's one of the best. But have you seen Spider-Man 3 then?
This project is on Harry Potter, not Spider-Man 3.
Same thing.
What's curious?
Yeah.
I remember anyone that ever saw this, Papa. It so happens that the Phoenix, whose tail feather resides in year one, gained another feather. Just one other. It is curious that you should be destined for this one when its brother gave you that scar.
It's Voldemort. Voldemort gave him the scar, guys.
Spoilers.
Spoiler.
Do not speak his name.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, never. Whoops. Forget I said that.
Just bleep that out.
Just bleep out the word Voldemort. Okay.
But like just have his face on like
Yeah. Oh, covering the mouth like a censor bar?
yeah.
That's just his face. Or we could have like a really bad voiceover just saying, "He who must not be named."
Terrible.
So awkwardly close.
Also, what's
And
really
kiss. I'm sorry.
also, what's really great about this scene is that in the beginning of the movie, we can see that that Harry is kind of like, I don't know, like he's not gonna amount to anything because like he's living at the bottom of the stairs and everything. But when we see that he gets this wand that has like a ton of significance, we see that he is actually gonna be like amount to something that like I don't know. It just like brings his character like up a notch.
Not always so good.
You just got punked.
He's so vintage. Like everyone else around him is so modern.
I mean, he has an owl.
Can you tell me where I might find platform 9 3/4?
9 3/4? Think you're being funny, do you?
Wow, what a butt.
Oh, they're so young. Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow. The less significant one.
Percy? He's pretty significant, like towards the end.
Well, yeah. Throughout the duration of the
Hey, look,
story.
it's you guys.
We spot the difference. It's getting harder.
And also with this series, you can really see like the actors grow up, and that's just really cool too.
Yeah.
This movie is probably one of their worst acting jobs.
Okay.
Especially his,
Well, at least you can see how they develop as an actor too.
Yeah.
yeah. They develop as characters and as actors. Rupert Grint is so pretty. I love him so much. This is just me. Like, can this just turn into like a video about how much I love Rupert Grint? Because I love
The number of times Nikki says.
his counter. Nikki's love for Rupert Grint counter at the top right corner.
More
More
patterns.
pathos.
I would freak out so bad.
Okay, I really love this scene because it just establishes how like motherly Molly is, because she just sees this poor little confused boy like just with an owl trying to get to Hogwarts, and then she just like automatically takes him into the family even though she already has an abundance of kids. She just takes him in, and she doesn't even know that he's famous yet. She's just so nice to him even when she doesn't know that he's the Harry Potter. It's nice. It shows their characters. It shows how motherly Molly is, which
She doesn't take advantage of him either, which is good.
You went
And-
back. Oh, sorry. Mickey.
and neither does Ron, because Ron sits with him on the train, even though, like, Ron sits with him on the train because he's alone, and like they don't even know that he's famous. It's just so nice. It's a true friendship. Okay, what were you gonna say?
Just like in a composition standpoint, like the way the lighting was set, and when they were before they got to what is it, platform 9 3/4. It was like the coloring was bright, but it wasn't as bright as when he got to 9 3/4. More vibrant colors were coming, like red and violet, and before he got there, it was more, I guess, like stagnant colors. There wasn't much to it.
Yeah.
Shows the change and more happy tone as he goes and adventures outside of the Dursleys.
Until you walk through Hogwarts. And how eerie
Mm.
it becomes.
But the paintings
Especially
are really
especially how monochrome it gets as when he starts to realize what like his purpose of going to Hogwarts for and like his destiny. It's kinda cool.
These aren't real frogs, are they? It's just a sparrow.
I probably shouldn't say this because it's later on in the series, but it reminds me of this one scene in
Oh my god, that's scary.
Ooh,
the
CGI.
chocolate frog.
Yeah.
Look at that CGI, dude.
I didn't expect that.
Not gonna be in today, guys.
I forgot about that.
Oh god, I didn't remember that at all.
Frog just committed.
Oh my god.
Oh no, that's weird.
Can we repeat that, please?
Okay.
I went from scared to amused. Don't do it, please.
One of my favorite character developments in this series is Hermione's, because she starts off as like really prissy and smart, but later on in the series she gets more like chill, but she still keeps her like smart A student roots. But it's nice to see her grow like socially instead of her just staying stagnant as like I mean not knowing how to interact with other people. That's nice.
Cool.
So what I really liked about this scene was how you could see how grand the castle was and how different it was from their normal lives in regular old England or whatever, and how different it was. It's just visually stunning and it's really
A Harry Potter fact: Hogwarts, the school, is actually in Scotland, not England.
Yeah, like reading it, like it's really cool, but actually seeing it and how they work just brings like a spark of like perspective. I think it's really, really wonderful.
Yeah, it gives you a deeper immersion, like especially if you reread the books after watching the movies, you can like picture everything so vividly because you have a physical idea of what the grounds look like. It's amazing.
Oh,
Okay. A really cool thing that I liked about the sorting was that in the sorting hat, wait, that's not spoilers, right? The sorting hat originally wanted to put Harry in Slytherin because of like his leadership abilities or whatever. But since like he decided for himself that he didn't want to be in Slytherin, then like the sorting hat, yeah, the sorting hat basically, I mean, he showed his bravery in like telling the sorting hat basically that like you're wrong, I'm not in Slytherin.
there he is. Oh, also just like a fun fact, you know, if this is not enough to like get you interested, maybe like the statistics side of things will, because J.K. Rowling was like really passionate about the whole Harry Potter series, so wait, hold on, wait, is she right?
Yeah, she.
Okay, she went and showed this to 12 different publishers and was rejected by 6, but she was so persistent that she went through 6 others to try and get this out, which turned out to be one of her best-selling series.
How many copies did it sell?
Yeah, we'll find that.
It's sold.
400 million copies of
Oh.
Harry Potter titles, and it's been translated into 68 languages.
So just remember.
Right now is Harry's first encounter with Professor Snape. Their first potions class.
First chemistry.
First chemistry class.
Presentations in this class.
I always found his voice.
I don't expect
Soothing.
anyone to appreciate the subtle science and exact
He can talk to you in sleep.
Oh my gosh, if he had a podcast.
Oh
my gosh.
Man, we need a necromancer.
He lived long, it's fine.
I can teach you how to bewitch the mind and ensnare the senses. I can tell you how to.
I love his monologue right here. It's so like eloquent, but it makes you feel uneasy at the same time.
Along with the lighting, he's only his side.
It's very
Oh.
dramatic.
Yep.
What was your guys' like first impression of Snape?
I mean, of course he seems like a bad guy. He's established that way with like the way he treats the students. That's kind of what he's meant to be throughout like the whole series, just like a bad guy.
I just noticed how Snape singles out Harry compared to everybody else.
Snape isn't impressed by his title.
You don't know? Well, let's try again. Where, Mr. Potter, would you look at
How persistent he is.
Well, why was
Okay.
Hermione crying in this?
Because Ron was like being okay. I'm gonna say it again. Ron was being an asshole, and Ron was basically making fun of Hermione, but he didn't know that Hermione was right behind them. So Hermione heard, and then she started crying in the restroom, and then we don't know this yet, but Quirrell released the troll in the bathroom, and so.
Spoilers.
But yeah, spoilers. But Ron and Harry knew that Hermione was in the bathroom, so they went to go rescue her while everyone else was being sent to their dorms, and that's where we are now.
You know what? I think I like the troll in the movie better than the description in the book.
Yeah, there wasn't much description in the book.
Yeah.
The movie lets you visualize how the troll looked,
She just locked herself.
as if he
That was
didn't,
cool.
As if like
If he didn't-
see her.
or as if he didn't have like a massive club.
All that splinters.
Ew. Okay. I really like this scene because it really establishes their friendship. Okay, take a shot every time we say establishes. Oh, it
In
really
abundance.
yeah. It really kicks off the Golden Trio's friendship about how they're willing to like basically like risk their lives to like help each other. And it also proves how good of wizards they are already. Like even though it's their like first day, I think first couple days. It's their first year, and they're already such good wizards, and they're already such good friends. Yeah, and I also really like this scene because it also gives more dimensions to Hermione instead of being just one-dimensional smart girl to like someone who actually has feelings and someone who's affected by what other people think of her. And, yeah. And it also says something about Ron where he's willing to put aside like those stupid things that he thinks about Hermione in order to like save her life. And also the CGI in this movie is pretty good considering it's early 2000s. Thanks for watching Good Academic Afternoon with your hosts,
Crystal.
Jeff.
Nikki.
Danny.
Ooh, like and subscribe, turn on those bell notifications even though they don't work. See you next time. Hello. That was lame. Okay.
When I was a tiny,
Excuse me?
How old is
No
Henry?
side conversations?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out who Anders is.
I'm at 5.
Oh my god! Include that in the video.
No.
Oh, we're gonna get an F.
All of Henry.
And look at Neville.
We got another twin outside. So.
And you will be softened into a
Shut up, Kathleen.
You're not in this project.
Yeah, exactly.